It's really changed a lot with the advent of Pro Tools and things, unlimited tracks. We used to have mono 2-track, and then we went to 3-track, and then we went to 4-track on tape machines, and then 8-track, and then they told us they're coming out with a 16-track machine, and we looked at one of them and said, what the hell are we going to do with 16 tracks? Now I get stuff that comes in, it's 120 tracks, Pro Tools, because people can just, and people don't have to make decisions. They can record a kick drum with five different microphones at different times, so they have, each one, and then they'll make a decision when they start mixing. So, they can delay their decisions until they get down to the final wire. And, I think it's made things cost more, become more expensive. Records, with being able to tune everybody and make everything pristine as far as pitch and everything, it took a lot of the soul out of the records, like Sam Cooke records, Nat Cole records, Sinatra. They never did any of that. Rosemary Clooney. These people all had microphone techniques. They leaned in on the low notes. They backed off on the high notes. They knew how to record. Today, they get on the mic and yell as loud as they can, sing as loud as they can. They don't move, and it's just... So that's why everybody's using compressors to compress everything. We never had... We didn't have a compressor. So, we learned how to limit by hand limiting, riding gain on the vocal. I think it's great. I think what's happening is great. I love the fact that at one point we were doing a lot of surround mixes on things. We don't do it as much anymore because the record companies didn't feel it was profitable for them, so we stopped. They stopped paying for us doing it. But I think it's coming back, and I think the earphones that, I think that's all the future. Neumann has consistently made the best microphones available to everybody. The quality of their microphones, the character of their microphones, there's nothing like them on the market. You could do a wonderful, wonderful recording and have a wonderful studio with nothing but Neumann microphones. I mean, that's how good they are. And they make microphones that are good for everything. So I just would wish that all the manufacturers would, and some of them are really good. There's a lot of good. Audio-Technica does well, and Roya, the ribbon microphones, because Neumann doesn't make ribbon microphones as far as I know. But they could all... the guy that runs Roya is a dear friend of mine. He says Neumann is the company he looks up to. That's what he wants his company to be like. And I think if all the companies had the same attitude that Neumann does, because they help us, they do things for us, they're willing to loan you something, they go overboard for it. And I'm really pleased to be able to do something for them anytime I can.